The shocking truth about porn addiction in the Muslim world. Find out how Islam provides a way out. Hidden behind closed doors, a silent battle rages on. Unveiling the sinister truth that plagues our modern society, we delve into an epidemic that threatens hearts, minds, and souls. Prepare to witness the collision of addiction and faith as we uncover the untold story of pornography's grip on Islam. Brace yourself for a shocking revelation that will shatter your perceptions and challenge the very core of your beliefs. Join us on a journey where the clash between spirituality and temptation reaches its pinnacle. Are you ready to confront the forbidden truth? Stay tuned. In today's shameless world, we find ourselves surrounded by easy access to explicit content. The pornography industry has grown into a multi-trillion-dollar business, driven by an agenda that aims to ensure everyone becomes a consumer of filth. This deliberate exposure affects men, women, and even children, hoping to create addiction and transform individuals into perverted beings. Sadly, some of you have fallen victim to this addiction, consuming pornographies online and saving them on your devices. Over time, you have justified these actions to yourselves, suppressing any guilt that arises. However, deep inside, your soul is being eroded, leaving you empty. As a consequence, your prayers lack sincerity, and you struggle to shed a tear in your salat due to the void of fear for Allah within your heart. This addiction has transformed you into an animal, unable to view a passing woman as a deserving human being worthy of respect. Instead, you constantly gawk, stare, and objectify others, finding it difficult to lower your gaze in various settings, be it on the subway, campus, or even at work. You seize every opportunity to violate your soul with your eyes, completely enslaved by this addiction. And yet, you wonder how to find tranquility and concentration in your prayers. What world are you living in, my brothers? Sisters, I know some of you also face this issue. It is indeed a sad reality, a war more dangerous than any military conflict, as it destroys our souls. This war is infiltrating our homes and schools, regardless of whether they are Islamic institutions. The statistical likelihood of our children being exposed to explicit content is alarmingly high, as friends with mobile devices can easily share realistic and explicit material. We must prepare our children for the filthy world they will inevitably face. Unfortunately, there is no escape from this pervasive influence. It is everywhere. Even within the realm of Islamic lectures, YouTube often presents follow-up clips that leave no void unfilled. It's not a mere accident. There seems to be an intentional design behind it. I am not a conspiracy theorist, but it is hard to believe that such occurrences are coincidental. For many of you, the cycle starts innocently. You watch one video, then another, and another, until you find yourself engrossed in this captivating yet destructive content. This fixation primarily revolves around the explicit aspect, highlighting the guarded shame of individuals. Brothers, the solution does not lie in immediate marriage, as becoming a pervert before marriage means you will likely remain one after marriage. Marriage alone cannot resolve your problems. Instead, we need to address the spiritual and psychological roots of this issue. Seek help, put an end to this self-inflicted harm, and reclaim what remains of your inner self. Sadly, there are real cases of such addiction. A 15-year-old boy confessing a desire to end their life due to their inability to stop watching since the age of 11. It brings tears to my eyes, knowing that this is not an isolated case. Millions of Muslim children face similar struggles, and it is our duty to assist them in any way possible. Unfortunately, we lack the trillions of dollars spent on advertising that perpetuates this industry. We cannot simply eradicate Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or the internet as a whole. It is an inescapable reality, as common as oxygen. However, what we can do is engage in mature conversations about this issue. We must equip our youth with the knowledge and skills to navigate through this minefield without falling victim to its traps. We cannot underestimate the importance of this dialogue and the guidance we provide. Let us stand united in our efforts to combat the destructive impact of pornographies, striving to protect our souls, our families, and our future generations. Elders who are present, I urge you to stop watching modern indecent movies. Why are you sitting in a lecture discussing the importance of salat while disregarding the need to guard your own shame? Mothers, daughters, husbands, wives, sisters, all sitting together watching whatever content without any consideration. Guarding your private parts doesn't simply mean abstaining from committing sin. It means avoiding everything that leads to temptation. Yet, you watch it all, fully aware that your shame is under attack, realizing your vulnerabilities and the strong urges Allah has placed within each one of us. You don't have to admit it for me to know it. I know that every one of you faces this challenge daily, and you must make a conscious effort to protect yourself. This passage is not about reaching lofty goals, it's about the bare minimum. The bare minimum is to guard ourselves against shamelessness and wage a war within ourselves against these tendencies. I understand that some of you have tried to quit before and have relapsed time and again. You keep falling into the same trap. I know you struggle with it, but don't give up on yourself. Whatever it takes, don't be alone. Surround yourself with good friends, study in public places like libraries, or anywhere where others are present. When you're by yourself, Shaitan takes advantage of your vulnerability. If the fear of Allah alone isn't enough for you, at least fear the judgment of others. Something is better than nothing. For the parents present here, if you have a computer at home, please don't make it a laptop. Have a desktop with a large monitor, the biggest you can find. Honestly, place the computer in the kitchen or dining room, not in the living room, not in your child's room, and certainly not in your bedroom. Position it in the dining room facing the public. If your child needs to use it for homework, they can do so there. You can't move the monitor, so ensure it faces everyone. These precautions are necessary. Don't give your 11-year-old a smartphone. What were you thinking? It's not wise. I've seen kids in Islamic schools with iPhones, 4G and all. You must understand the dangers associated with such devices. Allah says in the Quran, except from their wives or those their right hands possess, for indeed they will not be blamed. We have these urges, and we can fulfill them within the boundaries of halal with our lawful spouses. Anything beyond that is impermissible, and whoever pursues those urges outside the halal is engaged in aggression. But who are they being aggressive against? When we talk about an enemy, we need to specify who the enemy is. If they become an enemy, who have they become an enemy to? Allah didn't mention anything related to it. You know what that means? They become an enemy to themselves, their families, and even to the teachings of Allah. These are the people who destroy their hearts. Our hearts are our most precious asset, and shamelessness destroys them. The most valuable thing we must protect is our iman, and these filthy images tear it apart. Do not let it happen to you. I can only speak about this issue. I can't stop you from doing anything, and no one else can. You have to hold yourself accountable, control yourself, and make the decision. Is my iman important enough? Is my salat important enough? As we come to the end of this eye-opening exploration, we urge you to take action. Break free from the chains of addiction and reclaim your spiritual strength. Together, we can build a community that guards its faith, protects its values, and embraces a life of purity. Don't let this battle go unnoticed. Share this video with others, spread awareness, and let's empower each other to overcome the darkness. Remember, change starts within. Click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to join our community of seekers on a quest for spiritual enlightenment. Together, let's embark on a journey towards a life of purity, purpose, and unwavering faith.